All right, I am at Jordan Stream Baptist Church down in Toomsboro, Georgia, and let me tell you, when we got invited down here, they just had not moved forward in technology. The church was built in '99. They had a very good sound system, so I didn't really have to do a lot there, but they had no technology on the video side. So we came in and set up this package for them, the guys did, and what we did is we did the new NEC series called X. They have a new projector that's LCD, 1080p, super bright, has VGA, HDMI, S-video, composite video, has all the types of inputs for our tech crowd out there. But let me tell you, what's so cool is the walls in here were white. So we really chose to do no screen this time on the front walls. And we got about 125-inch images. You can see, look how clear that is. Now, what's cool about these projectors, y'all, I'm gonna walk up here and show it to you. What's cool about this is they're this new slimline design, and because they're white, that you can really get them up flush against the ceiling, as you can see there. And because they're so bright, I can have 25 chandeliers going super bright and still be able to see my images. Now, another thing that you can do with these is we put a switch in the back and we put a laptop in the back. So as you can see here now, we're flipping over to Scripture. You can show Scripture, you can show your backgrounds and all, so the congregation can kind of get into their hymnals and their Scripture. And then just with one push of one button, you can flip right back over to the PTZ. So you got the Scripture, and then you got the PTZ, and I like it that you can go between the two, and they can also play a DVD movie in here if they decide to have kind of like a whole church crowd thing. Now, we also did Sony robotic PTZs. That's where I was going. Robotic PTZs are the cameras that move. There's one above the baptismal, and there's one right there centered up above the sound booth, and it's fully controlled from a single joystick in the control booth. And what that allows them to do is, you know, as the preacher moves around, they can follow him around with the PTZ while they're recording it onto DVDs for shut-ins and stuff like that. It's also set up for future streaming and stuff like that if they want to stream it to their website. Now, what we did on the rear, what you're seeing a cutaway of right now, is we did a 10-foot screen. Now, that was complex. As you see these chandeliers in the center right here, Jerry, they were hanging so low that the choir and the pastor were looking at the chandeliers and you couldn't hardly see the picture that you're seeing. So what we did is we raised all the chandeliers up so we could put a 10-foot high, really high contrast screen back there, and I'm sure you're seeing now, and it allows them to see Scripture, allows them to see hymnals, or just plain old directions on the screen back there, and I love having it go that way. So what they can have is the congregation can see is something here, but the choir and the pastor can see what's going on back here, and they have full control over that. Now, another thing is you always have volunteers that miss the deal when they're in the nursery or in the kitchen. I'm going to take you over to the fellowship hall and show you how we answered that. It is awesome. All right, over in the fellowship hall, which I want to say is about 411 feet of wire that we had to run here. So when you get a line that's that long, you have to go to what they call a ballon so you can run that distance and not have a weird picture. Keep in mind, 400 foot of cable makes that kind of sharpness. I mean, you can even see the brightness of the chandelier. If you were volunteering here, you could even see a baptism being done if you were over here in the kitchen or whatever you're doing. Look at all the color. That just gives you an idea how great those ballons work, and definitely how great those Sony robotic cameras work. It's so nice to have this. So in the fellowship hall, it's really wide, and you're seeing a cutaway right now of the kitchen as well. So we put 3 different speakers in here too as well, because really trying to play a TV, as you can hear my voice even echoes a little bit in here. Playing a TV in here, you'd have to run it all the way up and it wouldn't really sound that good. So we put in clipped speakers all the way through here and put its own amplifier for here so they can hear and see everything that they're missing on their volunteer side of their Sunday. This is really cool. Keep in mind, TVs like this are anywhere, depending on size, they're going to be $350 on up to into $600 and $700 area for a 50-inch LED. But really, it enhances the worship even more to the rest of the church. That is awesome.
Hi, I'm Pastor Gordon of the Jordan Stream Baptist Church in Toomsboro, Georgia. I want to thank Mike and Justin and the crew for allowing us to enhance our worship through our media ministry. We would that you would worship with us. Jordan Stream, Highway 112, Toomsboro, Georgia. Sunday school at 10:30 a.m., morning worship at 11:30 a.m. If you want it done right, just see Mike.